They say great leaders go, great leaders show, but more importantly, great leaders give back. And so I want to be able to be one of the leaders that can give back. Diversity and inclusion for me is intentional. And it's one of those things that when you walk in the room and you don't see it, I think it's important for the question to ask as to why, right? Why don't I see any women in this room? Why don't I see more color in this room? And when I do that in people of color, because I recognize and I know, and statistics will tell you, that when you diversify the room, you diversify the opinions, you raise the level of what amazing things can come out of that space. I use this opportunity as an SVP, but as a person in general, to say, what can we do differently and how can we shape the future of diversity wherever we stand? I'm here because I started from the ground up, and someone saw something in me and helped to pull me up level by level, step by step, moment by moment. That's how I got here. And so there's nothing more special about me than there isn't about the next young black person, whether it's a young man or a young woman. But it's incumbent upon me to kind of crack the door and pull the next person through. And I want to pull 10 people through, right? I want to say, if I snatch on this door, how many can I knock the door down? And then how do I spread that out so that what I do has such a strong impact on them that they will pick up the torch and run with it, right? Because I'm only one person, but together we're stronger, we can create more impact. Always held my hand. I always had a question. My mother said, ask a question even if you're repeating a question, right? But it's important for people to notice you. And so I didn't really understand it as a little girl, but then as a woman and as a professional, I understood that she was saying have a voice. That's what my mother was telling me. You have a voice and you make sure people hear it. I was a little girl from Cincinnati, Ohio, who moved 3,000 miles away from her family because I wanted to make sure that I knew the world was bigger than where I was standing. So I can tell you that Carol Wallace was definitely a mentor for me. She's an African American woman who has spent something like 35, 40 years in the industry. She ran the San Diego Convention Center for 26 years as the CEO. She saw things in me that I didn't see in myself. She encouraged me, she supported me. There was rarely a time where I made a decision about a life-changing professional decision without speaking to her first. And still today, we are very, very close. We remain very, very close. I try and make a difference in the lives of those young people around me. So when I come in contact with young professionals in the industry, I ask them all the time, what do you want to do? Where do you see yourself? When you're able to look at young people, especially young black girls, and they're able to look up and see me, then they know they can do it. I'm so proud of them because I know they're the future, right? And I'm always talking to them about the future and how the future will be impacted and how that will be their story. So to me, it's about creating inspiration for those future young people that will make a difference, right? That will make a difference in this industry, but more importantly, will make a difference in this world.